Hi, I'm Anna and welcome back to my channel Building a Business. So every month I go through my expenses and income for the previous month. And so this video will be my financial overview for the month of September 2020. September was the month that I was able to purchase my first property, so it was a very exciting month for me. That being said, my expenses and income weren't that interesting, as I'll explain in the video. However, now that I have my first rental property, it's really important to have reserves in case anything happens. So in this video, I will also briefly be going over how much I plan on having for reserves for any given property. I've already gone over this in a previous video, which you can see by clicking up here. But in this video, I'll just give you the real example with my own property, how much reserves I have based off of the rent of the property and the mortgage of the property. So let's get into the finances. So here we have my financial update for the month of September 2020. I started the month with a balance of $23,820.31. On September 1st, I got an interest payment of $9.60 from my high yield savings account. On September 2nd, I had my monthly deposit of $1,000 per month. This $1,000 is money that I save from my typical 9-to-5 job. And then lastly, on September 21st, I had $2,610.29 deposited back into my account, and this was a return from closing. So basically, I had to transfer money from my savings account into my checking account in order to close on my first rental property, and I transferred $45,000 into my checking account. I knew that my down payment and closing costs were going to end up being less than $45,000, but I transferred $45,000 just to be safe. So this essentially is a refund from the amount of money that I had transferred into my checking account to cover my down payment and closing costs. So with all of that added up with the starting balance, then I ended up with an ending balance of $27,440.20. And just to break up these deposits into their categories, automatic deposits, $1,000 per month, rental property expenses. So in this case, like I said, it was a refund. Generally, my expenses are negative because they take away from my balance. But in this case, because it was a refund, it is positive. And then lastly, the savings interest earned. Now you can see my rental property income is stated as 0. This isn't fully accurate. I did technically get rental property income. It was a prorated income based off of how many days in the month of September that I owned the property. My property management company pays the rent to me, minus their management fee and any other expenses that have come up in the month. They deposit that in my account at the end of each month. So I should have had a deposit for the month of September. The reason I didn't was a silly mistake on my end. I missed a number when I gave them my banking information. So they tried to deposit my rent and it got rejected. I have since given them the correct banking information and I can confirm that the deposit did hit my account in October. However, because my September rent didn't make it into my account until October, the rental property income for September is listed here as 0. Now, if we go to the year to date, you can see this is all the numbers that were just shown on the previous page: the starting balance, automatic deposits, rental property expenses, savings interest earned, and ending balance. If you're interested in the totals of what I have saved and spent so far this year, you can see them here. And now for the last thing I want to go over in this video, which is reserves. And so here's a brief explanation of how I figure out reserves for my properties. I've determined that the more properties / number of doors that I own, the more diversified I am, and therefore I could have less reserves per property and yet still have the same level of risk. So this isn't super scientific. The video I will link in my description goes over how I came up with these numbers, but essentially when I have one door, I want to have 12 months of rent saved as well as 12 months of mortgage payments saved. With 2 properties, then I would like 7 months of both rent and mortgage savings. With 3, I'd like 5 months, 4 months, 5, 3.5 months, and then for all number of doors beyond that, 3 months of rent and mortgage savings. So now I currently have one property with one door, so I need 12 months of reserves. The monthly rent on this property at the moment is $1,295 per month. So therefore, for just the rent reserves, this number times 12 is equal to $15,540. Now, I also want 12 months of my mortgage payments. Because my mortgage payments are $547.09 per month, the mortgage reserves comes out to $6,565.08. Therefore, the total reserves I should have at the moment are $22,105.08. Now, if you remember correctly, if I go back to September, my ending balance is over $27,000. So the amount of money that I have in my savings is greater than the amount of reserves I would like to have. Therefore, I feel good about how much money I have saved up at the moment. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please like it below and subscribe to my channel to follow along on my journey of buying rental properties.